Welcome to the Kendy Raybo podcast, episode 84, recorded in Kendy's box room.
Did you cut that? You have to cut that out now.
No, okay, it's cut out. Don't
Good.
worry about it.
Great. You're doing the edit this week.
No bother. Welcome. 84. Is it 84?
It's 84.
84. And it's a big old sexy week this week in the Kendy Raybo podcast box room. Because it's a big old sexy birthday that's going on.
Thank you.
And he's a big old sexy 30. Whatever.
7.
So you don't mind saying it?
Oh, don't mind saying it. I'm quite proud of it.
No, he's 37-year-old, lads.
Isn't it mad that I managed to navigate my way through life, that I managed to get to 37?
I didn't think you'd make 35, to be honest, man.
The way I was looking at the time.
And you had this fast lifestyle, fast cars.
Oh, telling you.
Fast drink, fast boobs, everything, the whole lot, man. The whole lot.
I had big boobs at the time. My cans were up and at it.
I'll tell you what now, they're not half as big now.
No, they're not.
You're 37. At 36, you look like a 37-year-old, and now at 37, you look like probably a 30-year-old.
Thank you, Mark.
So for bar the IRA glasses, everything else is...
Yes, I am wearing my Jerry Adams signature range of aviators today. $29.99 Specsavers. They're absolutely beautiful.
They are something, yeah. They're a spectacle.
They are yeah, no, Jason, it was birthday week.
Yeah.
And 37 I turned. Spoilt rotten. And I had a great time.
Listen, this is what happened. Says you, it's my birthday, so I'm also going to take my holidays too.
Oh, yes.
And you've been on your holidays for the last pretty much a week now.
I've left the Department of Government for a 2-week period, and I'm a week into it.
Yeah, and how's that going?
It's marvellous. Although Sean O'Reilly, who we'd mention occasionally, he has said, remember Sean?
Yeah, didn't you?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
He says I seem to be busier on my holidays than I do be on my working week.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's true now, because usually when you take your holidays from the Department of Government, you're still taking over doing little sound gigs all the time, but there's no sound gigs going on for anyone. I would have thought that this would be the first time race it down.
No, I started cleaning windows. Oh my God, I've all the windows cleaned.
Wait, in the house?
Everywhere.
Right.
I didn't realise how dirty my windows were.
But sure, whoever cleans their windows, like people don't clean the windows. I don't think I've ever cleaned these fucking windows in this place.
I love it. It's such a buzz, because you clean the window and all of a sudden the world looks different out.
Do you sing "Oh Bucky Bucky" when you do it?
Oh yes, oh Bucky Bucky Bucky.
Come here. How do you clean the outside of your window of an upstairs place? Because you have a 2-story job, man.
Dangerously. I'd be hanging out the window.
Are you strapped in or anything?
No.
Jeez, man, you want a seatbelt or something?
No, I'm sound.
Because I do see sometimes in Japan and different places like that, they have accoutrements that have magnets on them, and you can clean the outside.
Oh yeah, no, the ones, yeah.
Yeah. So you whip it out the window, you put the magnet on it, and then you do that.
Whip it out the window.
Yeah.
What would the neighbours think?
I might get you one of those, man, if you got big into cleaning windows. I mean,
I'm not going to make a career out of it now or nothing.
Well, here's the thing that has happened to Ray, is that obviously he doesn't have any sound gigs going on, and he worked all through COVID, where everyone else found secret passions that they probably didn't know they have. Like me, with golf. I found golf over the COVID. Sean O'Reilly, I'm not sure if you realise, he found surfing. He puts it sometimes up on his Instagram.
I don't know. Yeah, you'd be suspicious now whether to be surfing or not now. I do see the wet wetsuits.
Do him and Kyle surf or not? I can't. It's hard to tell about the same video they put up on Instagram every single day.
Same place.
Same
overlooking the waves.
Yeah.
And some sort of... Isn't it funny though too? How come you don't do that for the golf?
We
are speaking about now situations where people do be doing something.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Sorry, back to the actual point I was going to make, is that Ray got into cleaning windows. You didn't pick like a sport or maybe like a recreational activity.
No, not yet now. I haven't had time. I'm too busy with the windows.
Cleaning windows all
yeah,
the
but
time.
it's just they were very dirty.
Yeah. But you could have, as Tierney pointed out actually a couple of days ago, you could have paid someone to clean your windows, man. You could have gone off and done something. But that's the point we're getting to anyway. It's nothing to do with Sean O'Reilly surfing, putting up the same photo every single day. That's not what we were meant to get into here. Is that you've been a week on a holiday now, and we've done some staycation holiday stuff along the way.
Yes, we went on holiday.
And there is more to come, obviously, for you as well. You're going on more holiday stuff.
I'm going down to the ring.
Now, I had a few bits that you're going straight down to the ring.
Go straight down to the ring, lads.
I thought that was a birthday treat, man.
The
not a
ring
holiday
of
treat.
Kerry, huh? That's where I'm going.
Yeah, so you're going down there for like 5 or 6 or 7 days.
The most next week.
Yeah, because I had other stuff that I thought you might have been able to do. Like only old shy things now. I thought we could talk about some of them while we're here.
Absolutely.
Because you have 2 weeks off and you can't go abroad. You can't go to Fungarola. You can't go back to Bali like you did.
Yeah.
You can't be going nowhere. You can't even go over abroad into England without someone saying, hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Foreign holidays are dead. Right? So if you were staycationing, like, I just wrote down some little stuff that you could do, and then...
Well, I'd have a few days at the end of the week that I could do this stuff.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Let's fucking start small, Ray, right?
Okay.
Ray, you could go for a walk around Sligo on your holidays.
Right.
You could go to, like, Dorley Park or Strandhill.
Yeah.
Or Dorley Park, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you done that?
I have done the walks.
Oh, where?
Down Geordie Park.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Geordie Park is some space to go walking now.
It's
I
a
have to
beautiful
say.
spot.
Do you know what it's a shy place to do?
What?
Go running. And
Why?
do you know why it's so shit to go running? Because you're running. I did a 5K in Geordie Park, man. I nearly rang every ambulance in Sligo, whatever I had done.
When did you do a 5K in Geordie
It's
Park?
as hilly. It's as fucking hilly. Do you know what happened, right? This is the thing. Derek was down. There's a big active fucking head in him, and he's so active, it drives me demented. So we had pints, and then he said, tomorrow we're going for a 5K run, Kendy. I said, Derek, that sounds awful. I won't be doing that.
When was this?
This is about 2 weeks ago. It was the hottest day of the year then the next morning. He came into the room. He said, come on, we're going for the run. I said, Derek, we had this conversation last night, man. We sat down like 2 minutes. I said, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Right? And the bastard said, Kendy, that sounds tremendous. Get up to fuck. We're going running right now. Right? And this bastard's well used to doing his little 5Ks and his 10Ks and all that.
Fit fella.
He fit as a fiddle, man. I made it through about 2K. I said, I have to stop here for a second, Derek. Did another K. Said, well, stop there again, Derek, if you don't mind, please. Right? I could tell it was vexing him. He was a bit like, are you serious? Like, but this is how unfit I was. The thing about running in Geordie Park is, this is why I recommend walking in it. There's hills, Ray. Everywhere you go. He meant me run up around a little football pitch. He said, it's handy here, just a wee hill here. Yeah. Man, I might as well have been running up the Travelator from, in Gladiators, you watch it as a child?
Yes.
I fucking thought I'd never get to the top of it.
Right. Are you recommending this as a staycation?
No, I'm just saying.
I could go walking.
Is it a possibility?
Yeah, well, I could do it. I've done a lot of that in the lockdown. I'd like to do something else.
All right, okay. Here's the thing about holidaying in Ireland, Ray. Turns out it's 50 times more expensive to go abroad if you want to do it right. It's fucking...
Yeah, it's cheaper to get a private jet from Knock and go to Fungarola.
Honest to God, it absolutely is. So here, I've done some figures, right? This is one thing that me and you have been talking about lately. You tell me you want to buy either a camper van or an RV or a caravan or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. I really want one.
They are so fucking expensive. You can buy a Banjaxed Fiat 80 and it still costs about 10 grand.
That's right.
And the state of it, man.
Yeah.
The smell of all bad old jacks that have been in it for the last 40 years. That's been
it's
driven
40
around
years it's driven around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mileage on it, and it tops out at about 35 miles an hour, probably.
Yeah.
If you wanted to rent the fanciest of them.
Oh, it's interesting now. I hadn't looked at rentals.
Now, you can go and you can rent RVs. And you can take them up the Wild Atlantic Way, whatever you want to do with them. You can go wherever you want, man, as long as it fits in the road, driving on.
Yeah.
To rent a motorhome for about 7 days, and I've done this to see how cost effective it is, and I've also worked out averages. It costs about €1,200 just to rent it for 7 days.
What?
To drive around the place that I can drive around in the Skoda, and to sleep in a bad bed.
So are you combining everything now? Drink pints, go for walks, and drink tea in the €1,200 motorhome?
No, I'm just saying to fucking rent the motorhome.
Aye.
It's unbelievable.
But we're not set up in this country for motorhome living.
No, certainly not. I mean, we think we are, like with the, but places probably do it a lot better than we do, right? So here's the thing. You're talking, like we said, about 20 grand then to buy a good second-hand one.
Yeah.
Staycation didn't sound too great to me, Ray, so far. Let's say myself and yourself are tipping off there in the staycation and we spend 1,200 quid in our motorhome for 7 days.
Right.
And we say we're going doing the Wild Atlantic Way.
Yes.
How much do you think it's going to cost us to go from the top to the bottom?
Of the country?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be good. It'd be €400.
100% for €400.
Absolutely.
And then we're drinking pints and rating.
Well, your average pints and an 8 meal is about 25 quid each.
Jesus, I don't know how many pints you're having now.
2.
You're having 2 pints?
2 pints in the meal.
Right, okay.
Are you talking about a different type of meal? How would you have more than 2 pints in an hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah, I know. Most people are sticking to 1 hour 45. You're dead right. Come here. My bill is about 90 quid.
Right.
Right? Every night that you're doing it.
Is this episode sponsored by Falls Ireland?
No, it's the anti-Falchi Ireland.
Right.
I'm saying if you want people to staycation, lads, would you make it more cost effective?
Right.
So already we spent 12. We spent 4 then on the fuel.
4, yeah, so we're up on 16.
Yeah.
And then if we're doing 7 days,
8.
and are you saying we're about €100 per meal? Is it?
For the 2 of us.
Lad, you could round it up around 5 grand.
Yeah, you could get around this. You could do the Wild Atlantic Way or have a nice little 7-day holiday in Ireland. About 5 grand, I'd say, yeah, for 2 people.
Jesus. I'm not doing that.
What are you doing?
I'm staying in a now renovated barn.
Oh, did you get this is where it is. You got Airbnb.
I got Airbnb.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm staying in a farmhouse that has been renovated.
Is it more cost effective than renting the RV?
It is more cost effective.
Oh,
well,
right,
wait a minute. No, actually, when you think about it. Sorry, no, I'm just doing my sums there. More nights. No, actually.
No way.
I
It's
think
more.
she'd be a little bit cheaper than renting the RV.
Oh my Christ. For 7 days in Kerry.
Yeah.
And have you ever done Kerry's Ring before?
Yeah, I've done it once before, yeah.
Would you not just take her up the Windy Gap instead?
That's very
You could, like.
I don't go down this route. The Windy Gap is very scenic. But the ring of Kerry is much nicer.
Right, do you prefer the ring?
I prefer the ring of Kerry
Gap?
than the Windy Gap. I think most people do prefer the ring as opposed to the Windy Gap.
You should head up to Ladies Bra. Oh no, that's called Ladies View, isn't it?
Ladies View, yeah.
Yeah, Ladies View in Kerry. Here's the thing about the ring, Kerry. Kerry, fucking beautiful county, Ray.
Cheers.
But a fucking long, shitty, windy road.
Yes.
And
cheap.
So you leave Killarney, and about 5 miles outside, then you get to Ladies View, right? Mm-hmm. And you go, geez, this is unbelievable.
It's gorgeous.
What a sight. I can't wait to do the rest of this ring of Kerry. And then you're stuck then behind fucking Fury's bus company.
For the whole thing.
For the whole thing. And you end up going, this is the shittest road I have ever been on.
But I'll tell you how I get on after
you can't overtake any...
No, you can't.
Anywhere.
It's deadly.
And are you going to drive it and then drive back then every night to this barn that you're in?
Well, I'm only going to go down. I'm going to do the ring in a day, like.
How many miles is the ring?
It's about a day's driving.
It's about a day's ring. And it's you'll be vexed.
I'll see.
You'll 100% be... I guarantee it. Are you going to leave Killarney and take it on that way?
Yeah.
Is the barn in Killarney?
The barn is just outside Killarney.
You're going to land at Ladies View.
Yes.
Right?
You've obviously sounded like you've done the ladies.
Yeah.
The ladies.
Yeah, because I've done weddings down there, man. And you went up, even in our van, which is already too big for that road. Let me tell you, a 52-seater bus is far too big for that road. Right? What's going to happen is you're going to stop at Ladies View, right? You're going to go, oh my God, let's get an Instagram photo together, right? Because this is beautiful. Like, and I can't wait for the rest of this journey on this road. You're going to get back into the car or the van. You're probably driving the van.
Yes, the van.
And you're going to get caught then, and you're going to go, this is shit.
Can I say?
Go on.
You're not necessarily filling me full of, I can't wait to go on my holidays.
Oh, you love it, Ray.
Sure.
No, you should. Because, listen, if it was me, I'd take her up the Windy Gap instead. But you want to take her to the Ring of Kerry instead.
I'd rather the ring.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I think the Windy Gap is it's a bit impersonal.
And come here, depends what angle really you come at it from.
From Castlebar or from Ballina?
Yeah, well, and look her in the eye too, if you can find that way. But come here, Ray. So you're going down there 4 days, and then you have 3 days left then?
Yeah.
To do what?
I'd have to rent an RV for the other 3 days.
Yeah, that'll be,
Yeah.
I mean, about what I said, €1,000. So about 600 quid.
Fuck that. I'll have to come home because I'll be out of money.
But is there anyone out there who's actually selling one? Because you want to buy one.
I'd love one, yeah.
Do you know what? We talked about this plenty of times on this show before about Ray's impulse buying. And I
don't have the money at the minute, you say.
Yeah, but that never phased you.
Yeah, but I don't have access to the funds either. It's always a case of, well, is this something I can get? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, because we landed into a caravan on Tuesday from our good friend Brendan Tierney, who has one out below. All right, so what you heard there was we were recording last night at about, 11 o'clock or so.
Uh-huh.
And Ray fucked off away.
I had to go.
He said, why don't I call back to you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Kendy? Like, so that's what this is.
I put my hand up at the time. I have to go.
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we said we'd tear back into it at 10:30. It is now 10:45. I got a bit held up.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you arrived from there, Kendy?
This is what I'm like in the morning. So I came over from bed. So this is fucking...
What time did you go to bed at?
Oh, I fell asleep this morning at about 7 o'clock, I'd say. But it's not bad, I got a good solid kind of 3 hours of rolling around. It's not too bad. Like, could have been a lot worse than that.
See, this is good now because this ties in lovely to what we just spoke about, which was we were in Maharao.
Yeah,
in the
that's
caravan.
Where we left off.
And what was you had a worry about going to the car. First of all, to explain the caravan belongs to our sensei, Brendan Tierney.
That's right. There was about 5 mobile homes there.
Yeah.
Belonging to Brendan Tierney's and Eve's family.
Family, yeah.
I said, yes, that's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's our yoke over there.
The little one.
Little one.
The caravan.
It was about a third of the size of everything else.
But the caravan itself was massive.
For a caravan.
Yeah, it's a big caravan, nice caravan. It belonged to a 1A ward.
Yeah, it was an award caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Ward. So here's what happened, right? Tierney says, do you want to go? First of all, he said, do you want to go to a big red bus? And even that for me now, I was kind of going.
Explain the big red bus. It's a glamping experience in Tubbercurry.
Yeah.
He won it on Facebook. He won a night in the big red bus, a converted bus where you can go and sleep in it. And you weren't fond of that idea.
Well, from many arguments that we've had on this podcast before that in terms of travel, you know, I like to do it in style now.
You do. When you don't like
staying-
to stay over.
Don't like staying in hostels. Yeah, don't like staying.
Full stop.
I'd rather go.
You'd rather just come home.
Should I stay or should I go? I should go.
Yeah,
most
like
of
you
the
be a man for always driving home. I'll drive home, lads, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
don't,
do,
don't like staying.
Not big into going anywhere at all.
No, you're quite happy in your own situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sure, isn't that cheap enough? Like,
Just cheap enough. Yeah, you don't need to hire an RV or nothing.
no.
So you're
or
not
buy it.
you're 1,200 up every week.
Listen,
Yeah.
Kendy had no interest now in buying a caravan or a mobile home and putting it out in Mara, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to do it. Wouldn't be for me.
The big
But
red bus didn't happen because it's booked out. So then Tierney then suggested we'd go to his Neve's caravan.
So you rang me a couple of days before and you said, are you going to go to this thing or not?
Mm-hmm.
This is how simple this fucking conversation was and how complicated it ends up getting. I said, Ray, I don't know. You know I'm not big into that kind of stuff. And sure, knowing me, I'd probably be up all night anyway. Yeah. And you took that as I was big timing you.
You were totally big time, mate.
So, and you did. Ray got genuinely fucking annoyed because you had me saying it to you on this side.
Yeah.
And then you had Sean O'Reilly going, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But you were big time me. You're like, you can't stay up as late as me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, no. We're
Which
not
is
playing that game.
absolutely not what happened whatsoever.
Yeah.
So Ray then took that as to, you think you can fucking drink more pints than me, Kendy? And stay up completely.
Yeah. I took it as a challenge.
And then you kept saying to me then for the rest of the couple of days, which made me even more nervous, you kept saying, I'm going to fucking stay up and drink more than you can. Like, as if that's what I fucking said to you. So we had this conversation where I was going, oh, Ray, you know I'm not great in those situations and all this. And you took the one moment where I said I'd probably be up all night and everything. And
That's
you'd
the
be
bit I
asleep.
ran with.
And you said, don't fucking you dare tell me that you're going to be fucking up longer than I can be up.
I can be up way longer than you can be up.
That was like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
like
might go to bed early normally.
the children, it was like me at home, you know, when I was younger. Kind of going, well, how come Raymond and Joseph get stay up till 9:30, man? I'm going to stay up till that time as well. I'm able to.
Yeah.
I'm not tired.
So I went to bed super early in the nights running up to the
Building
Tuesday.
up to it, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I wanted to get all the sleep, so I was ready for the big night.
Ray did some unbelievable prep where he didn't bother going to the gym for a couple of days.
No.
Yeah. Stayed up and he had rehos and all that just to be ready, like,
I
for what
played
was coming.
3 solid days of PlayStation till 7:30 in the morning.
I'll tell you what, man, that's good going now.
Yeah,
'Cause
even though
that's
there
not-
wasn't going to be PlayStation there, but
It's fucking annoying. People think that's fucking hard.
I needed to
And
get
that's
into
easy.
your mind
Yeah.
set.
You got to get into the mind's Japs eye on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And it worked.
Oh, I did.
You ended up staying up till 6:30, like.
I did. You
And
said I have to go to sleep, and I said, oh yeah, right, cool.
That's not at all what happened.
It is what happened.
I fucking looked at it and I said, Ray, we don't have to keep doing this. Like, we're not staying up till 9. Like.
I was an absolute mess of a man at that point. I drank all the tins of Guinness.
Yeah.
And the whiskies.
Yeah. You drank a half bottle of pad or James.
Jameson.
And, but other than that,
Did you enjoy it?
yeah, it's decent. I'll tell you one thing though. Here's really what happened out there. Well, we saw all the shit that we got up to on the Instagram.
Yeah.
But we then woke up then about 3 hours later and said,
Turn off the lights, which was daylight I was referring to.
and we ended up just going, right, come on, quick. And then we were home,
Home.
which I think was probably a good thing,
Oh, yeah.
which makes me think that 3 fellas shouldn't go stay in a caravan for a full week
Oh, no.
because I found that 12 hours is probably, you know,
We just basically sat for 12 hours in the same place.
yeah.
And played 30 seconds.
Yeah, we were brilliant at that. You know, we fucking found out about 30 seconds. Ray was playing it wrong and it wasn't making any sense at all. But what I would say is,
I was so drunk, though.
if we had woke up the next morning in the cold light of day, it hit us and we were out spending 12 hours in a fucking caravan, and Tierney said, right, you know, let's say we're staying another night.
Oh, no.
And what are we doing today, Tierney? The fucking beach over there, and that's where your man keeps the cows. And then, you know, we just go back in and drink for another night.
Yeah. No.
Man,
I would have had a problem then.
You would have fell out like
Yeah. We would have.
100%.
Yeah.
All of us would have fell out. I would have been boxing the head to Tierney. And you would have been having a Tommy Tank over the corner watching it.
Right. It's a beautiful experience, though, the caravan. You especially enjoyed the toilet situation with the cleaning out of the toilet the following morning. That was an awful job to be done.
Well, here's the thing. Brendan's so positive about everything in his life, right?
Yeah.
He's always, everything is unbelievable to him.
Yeah.
Wait and you see this thing I have and that thing you have is unbelievable
Yeah.
as well, right? So he was bigging up this caravan life, right? I think he's all about it. Like, maybe it's the thing that he's from Tuam, but he said to me, "Oh yeah, you go in there and you take a piss," and then I said, "Where did the poopies go, Brendan?" I didn't take one. Fuck, the first thing I said when I landed in, I won't be shiting in this.
No, me neither.
And I said, "You won't either."
No.
I'm not sitting around in the small caravan. It was shiting all over the place. Can't be doing that, like.
There isn't an episode that goes by that we don't talk about it.
Yeah, but it's important, right? To me.
Do you know?
It's an important thing.
Poo and sex. They're the two things we cover in every single episode.
Yeah, and there are two things that people think about and do every single day, and they're faux pas, whatever the fuck. Anyway, here's what happens. I said, "Where'd the poopy go, Brendan?" Talk to me about the pooping situation, Brendan, in this place. He said, "You poop, and then you put down this blue water into the toilet, so you press the button. And then you pull a yoke there, and a wee slat, and it goes into a little fucking bucket underneath.
And then you pull out the bucket.
Yeah. I said, "How'd you clean that out?" He said, it's very handy. Like, all you do is just pull it out, then you have to pour it down into the septic tank. Like, I said, "What about then you see everyone's poop and piss?" He said, "If you looked like you'd see it." Like, immediately I said, "Well, caravan life ain't for Kendy." Turns out. I had a good run. I had about 12 minutes.
You had. I'd say you realised very quickly how lucky you have it here in the house.
Yeah.
When you pull the trigger on the toilet,
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Don't be looking at it.
Joins everyone else's and goes away to the place where poopies go.
I haven't seen a shite race in 1996. I refuse to look at them.
Right.
I go in looking up at the sky all the time. But yeah, I did, and then he did it the next day. Like, it didn't smell great. No.
We always get complaints if we carry on talking like this.
This is the end of the shite talk.
Right.
Caravan was fair play to Brendan volunteering.
Fair play to him for inviting us out, putting us up. He got us fine chinas.
Oh, he got his, yeah. Again, like, in his head, this is the best chinas in the country.
Yeah.
Everything in he had, this is the best. You're not going to believe how good this thing is. It's chinas.
Kendy.
The ingredients are curry powder and MSG. They're everywhere in the country. It's all the same.
And noodles.
And that's it.
Kendy.
Yeah.
Can I now hit you with my long list of things to hit you with?
All right, go on. Hit me with all the stuff.
Because this is good. I love getting you early in the morning because I think you're at your sharpest.
That's funny, though, because you've never got me early in the morning.
I have. There's been one or two.
Has there?
There has, yeah. We're running 84 shagging episodes. I hardly didn't get you in the morning.
Can't remember one of them. Go on anyway.
Right, okay. You know Michael, ML, my father, he has been reluctant to provide content for said podcast.
Nerves.
Just doesn't like when things he says or does is used for the purposes of entertainment in the podcast.
That's a pity because it's hilarious.
It's very hilarious.
Yeah.
So you can imagine my surprise walking through Dunstores the last day when he rang me and he took into telling me a story. And at the end of the story, he said, "You can use that now in the podcast."
Oh, knowing full well he told you a story. That's great.
So I'd like to wonder now how the actual, when he does provide something that he wants used. Let's see how this goes down with you now.
Jesus, this is going to be a disappointment now.
I think it's going to be an absolute disappointment.
Yeah.
But he was queuing for an ATM. Right?
At the moment, or
no, not at the minute. No, not right now. He was queuing for an ATM one of the days there last week.
You're not tuned in. That's ATM at the moment.
All right.
I'll tell you one thing, Ray. Jeez, you would know Parish this morning. And I'm only after rolling out of the Cunton cars. Can you say Cunton cars?
Stop it.
Does it take the sting out of you? You know, people don't like that word, like. But I think if you say it with a bit of something, you know what I mean?
Something.
It depends. If I called you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be sinister. People go, ooh. Oh, they're hitting some hard ones this week, lads. This is the special, late night special. Even though it was only recorded in the morning. But if you say it that way, you know what I mean? That passed by there. I'd say if we had said nothing. Only for the fact we talked about it for the last 30 seconds. Tell me ML's story. Go on. Quick.
I'm sorry.
Would have passed by unnoticed. You know what I mean?
We're going to start recording all the episodes in the morning.
Definitely not.
So anyway, at the moment.
Go on.
Was standing at the ATM.
Yeah.
And he was beside the car. He was in the queue.
What?
There was a queue for the ATM.
Oh, yeah.
So he was on the street, in the queue for the ATM, and beside him there was a car with tinted windows.
Well, this is the perfect setup.
Right?
Right, okay.
What do you do when you've got a car with tinted windows beside you?
Look at myself.
Right. And then if you see you're a bit out of place in places,
oh, yeah,
you'd
start fixing hair, you'd start doing the whole lot.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
Yep. Sound. Then he proceeded to the ATM, took out the few pound, went up to the shop with the few pound, and then came back out of the shop only
having spent a few pounds.
Having spent some of the few pounds.
Yeah.
And didn't realise as he walked back down towards the ATM in the car with the tinted windows that there was a lady.
Yeah, sitting inside.
Of a middle age. Sitting inside the back seat of said tinted car window.
And no one in the front. Because you can't tint no front windows inside in the car.
You can't, but he was mortified.
Jesus. But maybe she was going, oh,
do you think she enjoyed it?
I'd say she enjoyed it. No, and ML fixing the eyebrows inside in the... You know what I mean?
I just imagine just sitting there and someone starts fixing themselves really up close to the window.
You think she would... Did she know?
Did she know he was doing it?
As in, did she go, oh, this Bowsy doesn't know that I'm here at all?
But imagine if the tinted windows didn't even come into her head.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they probably didn't, though.
I'd say she was just going, what is this Lutherman doing?
She was hitting every kind of alarm in her handbag and she was ringing people. And...
Anyway, that was ML's story.
Was that in Kalalala?
La 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 la.
Was it in Kalalala? Was
it? No, I think it was Belnay.
Yeah, because, he could have said to her, Jesus, sorry, Bridie, I didn't realise I was fixing my jaw inside your tinted window, lovey. If he had known her, like. But now that he doesn't know her, he couldn't explain that to her. How would you explain to a woman, I was only fixing my jaw inside in your tinted window?
It's simple enough, I'd say. Sorry.
I don't know, it probably goes too far, especially when you've already tipped up to the shop and got the chives pan and everything and made nothing out of it.
What do you think of ML's story anyway?
ML, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm there, ML.
It's happened.
I'm right beside you.
Man, he's a man. And boy. Anyway, next on the agenda for this morning.
Yeah.
It is a Saturday morning, by the way.
Yeah, it's a Saturday morning. Ray's tipping out. John, tell people where you are tipping out there, Joe, just in case.
I have a COVID wedding.
So here, this is why we had to record so early. Like I said, Ray just said, right, I'm gone last night after 16 minutes.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't have said 16 minutes because we're going to edit out some minutes. Ray said, I'm just gone there after a couple of minutes of recording last night.
Yeah.
Now, the reason we're doing it so early, says you to me out there, Kendy, what are you doing up at 10 o'clock in the morning, man? Tell Ray get there at 12 o'clock. It's a Saturday. Both of you have nothing to be doing. Ray has to go to a COVID Jesus wedding.
I have to go to COVID Jesus wedding.
Yeah.
First ever. I've never been at one.
Yeah.
So there'll be less than 50 at it.
Right.
It is Danny and Jacinta are getting married.
Lovely.
Broad in the Cathedral here in Sligo.
Yeah.
And then up to Harvey's Point, which apparently is the greatest hotel in the country.
Beautiful spot, Harvey's Point, man.
So, and there's a bus. It's mighty because we got the itinerary. There's a bus from the cathedral, brings me up to Harvest Point.
Lovely.
I eat scones, tea, drink pints, eat the meal, drink more pints, some dancing at 9 o'clock. Bar closes at 11:30. The bus brings me back to Sligo. I will be at home in bed from this wedding at 12:30.
Well, that is Harvey straight to the point, boy. That's perfect.
Isn't it lovely?
That's it. Do you know what now? That is perfect.
This suits me. I won't even need what do you call the creme de menthe. I won't need one.
Oh, no, yeah. You'll be in and out job.
It's a perfect amount of drinking time.
Yeah.
It's roughly about 4:30 to 11:30.
Yeah.
Ideal.
And tell me this now, Jay Quinta. Jay Quinta, is she like, geez, don't give a shit, I'm delighted to be doing this. Like,
yeah.
So there's no stress involved at all.
No stress involved. She said, I'm delighted, I just want to get married.
Come here, there's privilege involved.
Huh?
You got the golden ticket.
I got the golden ticket. Sure, I know her. I've known her since she was there when I was born, even though she's a year younger than me.
If she was a year younger than she was there when you were born.
Someone asked me one time, how long do you know Jacinta? I think she was around when I was born.
And she's younger than you.
She's younger than me. I was there when she was born. Our parents and her parents are big, long friends.
She would probably be your oldest friend.
She would yes.
She's your oldest friend.
She's my oldest friend.
Yeah, so you made the cut, like.
I'd hope I would.
Would you have been insulted if you didn't?
No.
Yeah. You just said, geez, I hope it fucking would happen.
No, but I wouldn't be insulted because obviously if there's people more important than me to go to it, I'd be like, best of luck, send her a card and hope the day goes well.
Well, here's the thing, I have to be careful now, because I'm supposed to be getting married in February and stuff, so I got to be careful what I say here.
Right.
But the people who get married with the 50 numbers.
Yeah.
So let's say you have 6 staff there, you're kind of going, right, I'll take the 6 staff, 2-piece band playing or an old DJ, you're talking around 40 or 40-something people that you're inviting.
Yeah.
Be careful, Kendy. Don't be taught now. Oh, Jesus, think this one through, right? Good man.
I've never seen you so
I'm just saying
thoughtful.
That, like along the way, everyone fucking knows this, right? That there's certain people that you'd probably be going, geez, thank God I don't have to invite that person there now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you can pick and choose a lot better, I'd say.
It's a great excuse.
Yeah. A great excuse. That's exactly.
Even the +1s are all cut, like. All you want is just you.
Oh, I only like singles at my wedding anyway. Yeah, I would never. Yeah, the +1 disaster. Do you know? You know, you got to be careful when you say this kind of stuff, though, because people will be listening going, well, he didn't want me to go to his wedding at all now.
Yeah. Are you going to go ahead with it? Well, I would be careful now asking you this question. If it's down to 50, you go to...
Oh, I wouldn't, no.
No, why?
Like,
you'd miss everyone.
Yeah, I'd be worried, like, about leaving people out, like, that'd be my big worry, like, with the 50 wedding, you know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. By the time February comes around, maybe we just will anyway.
Well, I'm working on a vaccine anyway, because I don't want to miss your wedding.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah.
And how many of your vaccines have worked so far on other...
Well, I'm going along the lines of what Buzzy suggested. I'm working on beetroot.
Oh, right, okay. You still think that
I think you may be right, the beetroot. So I'm basically boiling beetroot to bait the band.
Come here, Ray. Mm-hmm. The two least race of people in this world that I trust are the Chinese and the Russians.
Right.
No.
And the two of them have come up with them.
The Russians reckon, we're nearly there.
Oh, yeah, but they're always nearly there.
So less than a year since this mad outbreak of us. Yeah. Oh, they've just gone, geez, I think we might have it already, lads.
Yeah.
Do you trust us?
But they were the first ones to throw yolks up into the sky, into space.
They were the first one to do yolks.
Yeah.
The whole lot.
They're good at stuff.
Yuri Gagarin, Jan.
That's the one.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't take them 6 months to suss how to get up to the sky, like. Took them longer than that, boy.
Did, but they were the first ones to do it.
Yeah, but do you actually think they might actually have one at the...
Why wouldn't they? They're fine to people.
I don't know. You got to do some... See, they'd bypass a lot of the clinical trial stuff that perhaps we'd be worried about.
Which is the right way to do it.
Let's test it, though, for 6 years.
They might lose a couple of 100,000 people in the first trade. Just tweak it, get it right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're the benefactors.
Yeah, that's actually what they're thinking, really, isn't it? A bit of tweaking here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe get rid of those 40 side effects, and we could be onto something here now, you know.
You might not have COVID, but you might have a third arse.
I got rid of the COVID, yeah, and your second face is nice now, actually, as well. It grew in lovely. But this is the thing is that the Irish would never get away with trying to come up with, and we are trying to come up with COVID's vaccines.
The Vintners Association are dedicating all the funding to coming up with a vaccine.
But the thing is that we're far too quick to call each other out over here, like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and if anything goes wrong at all, like, you know, like if we found out, like, even in the Dáil, like, that someone stole a banana like that, they didn't, for fuck, that fella,
he's gone.
He's gone.
We cut her nose off to spite her face because, the truth be told, you know your man Phyllis Hogan?
Yeah, I'd love to box him into the jaw. If he listens out there, Phil, I'd love to box into the jaw.
But the truth be told, he was doing the dirty job over in Europe for us.
Oh, I know, yeah, that's the thing.
So we're shagged, like.
I know, yeah, but we
feel great about ourselves.
But you know what the thing is, Ray?
But shagged.
And again, like, I'll probably get myself in trouble. We'll just send over some other flute. You know what I mean? We'll just send over some other flute.
Okay.
There's stuff, I'll tell you.
I have to get you out of this political now.
No, all I'd say is this. Never have the political class, certainly in my lifetime, ever felt so far away.
Right. Well, now, I have to say I wasn't impressed with young Micheál Martin's, you know when they said about the whole keeping the record of everything you eat for 28 days?
Yeah.
And everybody went, "Are ye mental?"
Yeah, will you shut up?
And Micheál Martin came out going, "Lads, this is a bit of an overreaction."
Yeah.
This is the man that never worked in the restaurant business.
Yeah. Doesn't understand anything about it.
Who told him that calling? Do you know when you say when someone gets annoyed with you? You're overreacting.
Yeah.
It's like calm down.
Yeah. He told the whole country calm down.
And everybody went, "Oh,
yeah, I know."
You didn't.
Absolutely mad. And he said, you didn't get me at all. Like,
yeah, no, he didn't say that. He said, geez, you picked me up wrong. I meant this.
Yeah.
That's okay. But, lads, you're overreacting a bit now. Which is really kind of going, are we? Am I overreacting?
I mean,
really?
Micheál Martin, like, he actually says to a whole country, half of which is still fucking out of work, you're overreacting now, lads. How? Jesus Christ almighty. Yeah. Such a thing to say to people, like.
Whoever's working in the old PR communications department, I have to say to them, they're going to have a different choice of words.
Well, look, I mean.
Probably wasn't them. He probably pulled the trump on it.
What do you mean?
Said first thing that came to mind.
Well, that's the thing. I reckon none of them are chatting to each other up there at all, like.
Probably not.
None of them. And listen, this is the thing with the restaurants. Just keep receipts like they always keep receipts, like. But it's again, the government's ability to go, I don't know if I trust everyone out there now again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at your receipts. I mean, who like, it's like they're all just like taxmen now or something. Jesus Christ above. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at all your receipts now. So make sure that your man had a fucking a chicken curry and a pavlova. Like, will you fuck off? Like, we're the ones that are in the midst of it all. Oh, we are, like. And then they come up with this shite then.
28 days.
Your man Paul Stinson below in the White Moose.
In the White Moose.
He went on the radio yesterday and he just said, I'm just going to let everyone know, if you come to the White Moose, I will not be looking at what you're fucking eating.
That's good.
So I won't be doing this.
Sure, even Hotel Doolin.
Yeah.
Was it Hotel Doolin?
Hotel Doolin,
Or was it the Trump?
No, it was Doolin.
Doolin, yeah. They basically came out and said the big thing
They said, thanks a million for that there. I won't be doing that.
Shower of lunatics, we won't be doing that.
Like, is it not hard enough? Like, these restaurants can't keep going. Like, there's restaurants out there that literally, they'll be closed again in another month. Even though they've even had the opportunity to open. They're going to be closed again.
There'll be nothing happening.
There'll be nothing happening. And they'll just be closed down again.
Let's get
and it'll mean
now.
nothing. I'm just saying.
To get depressing.
What will we do when Brendan Tierney eventually runs for office?
I dread to think.
Jesus Christ, are we going to have to be running Kendy's with him?
We'll have to help him.
Oh, gee. And
out door to door.
Brendan out there, he just tells us, no, I'm never running. If anyone knows Brendan, he has a status that is politically angled, perhaps once or twice every single day of his life. And then every time underneath, he has to go, I'm not getting into politics now. And Jesus Christ above.
He will go.
He'll go for it. And he'll become another one of them.
While we were over at Brendan Tierney's house,
in this country. Go on.
We discovered something.
Yeah.
How many points do you get in your leaving cert?
This is sickening. My mother killed me for discussing this.
Back when there was pints in the leaving cert.
Oh yeah.
Kendy made a declaration. He in Brendan Tierney's sitting room. He said to the two young fellas.
Yeah.
To Brendan's young fellas.
I said, if you want to grow up and be
like Kendy
and get 395 points in your leaving cert, lads, you'd want to go out in spuds or something along them lines.
Yeah. And then
Ray says to me, I got 400. Which is true, is it?
It is true, yeah.
You got 5 more points.
I got 5 more points than you.
But in fairness, though, Ray, the one thing we'll say about, at least between us, we got medicine anyway. You know what I mean?
We could be a doctor.
We could duo as a doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see the two of us as a doctor.
Jeez, job share.
Ray, I don't like the look of that joke. No, jeez, neither do I, Kendy. I'd say it's infected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your face is infected, lovey. Yeah, it is.
Do you feel like I'm smarter than you?
By 5 points, like.
That's actually a nice way to put it.
To quote Kendy's old lady.
Right.
If it wasn't for the music.
What's for the music was?
My mum, right, in her head, she would have actually had 3 doctors in the family. 3 lads would have been 3 doctors.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the music.
If it wasn't for the music.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the music, lads, now you would have been awful, awful smart.
Yeah.
That's what she thinks in her head.
But we are awful smart, like.
Yeah, but sure, that's the thing. We're smart in different ways.
Right.
You know? I'm also quick and agile and, you know.
Not so quick and agile anymore.
I got a lot of other talents, man.
How did you get on with the schlacks that you got out of pennies?
You want to tell... Why are you going to tell people this, Ray? Jesus Christ. This is what happened. Kendy got big into golfing. And... pretentious enough out sport. Golf,
it is.
You know?
They look down on the short.
You can't be walking in with the tracksuits on you. So I can't wear tracksuits. And I said, I better get a couple of Cheetos, Nicola. So I went in and I got my normal size in pants.
32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
And went home and the button, man, they wouldn't even go halfway around the bick.
But the pennies is a different size.
That's what Nicola said to me.
Pennies is a different size.
I'm not so sure that's true.
I've never bought pant to pennies.
Huh?
I've never bought pant to pennies.
The only reason I bought them is because I don't wear chinos ever in my life, right? And I said, if I'm going to buy fucking chinos to wear, I'm not fucking spending money on chinos, like, I don't give a shit about.
So you went into pennies?
I went into pennies.
Have you gone now for the 34, 32?
No, I was too sick. I cried for 3 days. It's only now I'm kind of getting over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next item on the... I don't know how this has gone now. I'm sad now I did this.
What?
I ran this by you.
Go on.
And in the caravan. So I'm afraid now I probably won't get the same reaction. First of all, I'd like to ask you, do you think men and women are equally sexy in their own right?
Do I think women and men are equally sexy in their own right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think women are sexier.
Do you think they're sexier?
I don't think any man in the world is sexy.
Okay, because you see, if women can wear lingerie,
yeah,
right,
they can lingerie up to you,
and they look fierce well.
Yeah,
men don't really have that.
No, there'd be balls hanging out, and there'd be kind of hairy arse cheeks and tongues, and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
yeah.
Women can get certain parts of their body nipple pierced,
enhanced,
pierced.
Yep.
Right. You can have a little piercing in the nipple.
Well, we have a friend who has a nipple piercing, a gentleman friend.
And how does he look sexy with that?
Oh Jesus, no, no. That's
Who's the
enough.
gentleman friend?
No.
Can we talk about it?
Dwayne is his nipple pierced.
Get away.
Yeah, did you never see it?
No.
Yeah, doesn't get me going anyway. That's all I'd say.
But that's what I'm saying. Isn't it mad that so straight away now you're seeing the pattern here, right? Now, I want to lay an old scenario on you.
All right, go on.
You want to take a scenario?
Yeah.
Right. Scenario is, say for example, now you of an evening you're sitting in the living room and Nicola turns around to you, your fiance, and she says, "Do you know something, Kendy? I'd like to try something new, right?
Oh Jesus!
I'd like to bring in a friend of mine, right?
Right.
For the purposes of this, we'll call her Mary.
Okay.
I'd like to bring Mary into the bedroom with myself and yourself.
Show her around.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Show her the things I like to do.
Okay.
You. So straight away your eyes light up and you're going, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the evening comes.
This is certainly a fantasy land now.
The evening comes and you're there in the bedroom in a state of undress lying in the bed.
You.
And Nicola and her friend Mary land into the room.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they start to put on a little bit of a show.
Right, okay, well, a Netflix job. I have a television in there, like.
No. They do be hugging and holding hands.
They do be upon each other.
They would be upon each other, and you'd be enjoying this show.
Of course it would,
right?
yeah.
And I'd say there's a lot of men out there that have this thought has crossed their mind at one point, that at some point they might get this said show.
Yeah.
And you're only delighted with yourself.
Yeah,
right?
it's fucking pipe throughs. Go on anyway. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't, but you're happy enough that scenario, but they'd be sexy, they'd be kissing and they'd be stroking each other and they'd be all very sexy.
Yeah, it's certainly unsanctimonious, if that's the word for us.
What?
Like,
I don't think that's the word for it.
Listen to me. Polyamory and all that shit ain't for Kendy.
Right.
But go on anyway. I understand there's a certain appeal to such.
There is. Now, the point I wanted to make is it doesn't work the other way around. That if you said to Nicola, I want to give you a little show.
Oh, Jesus.
So all of a sudden, she's lying on the bed.
And Dwayne lands in with his nipple pierced.
And you bring Dwayne in with the nipple piercing. So just picture it now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
See what I mean? So it's perfectly fine when it's Nicola and Mary.
And do I start kissing Dwayne's neck and everything?
What do you do, like?
So I rub at his arse.
Your two fellas come in. Do you know?
Oh.
Isn't it funny the way it doesn't work the other way around?
No, it's not funny at all, Ray. That is rotten. I don't want to be shifting Dwayne and kissing his little ears.
But why is it all right for girls to be doing it and so? Why is it something that people go, geez, that's my fantasy?
For the simple reason of fair play to them.
Right.
I mean, should much more be said about that? Like, fair play to them. That's tremendous. Me shifting Dwayne.
Would Nicola enjoy that?
Think about that. No. Would Nicola enjoy? No.
I can just imagine her getting sick outside of the bed.
Oh, who wants to see me and Dwayne shifting?
That's what I'd like to know. So if anyone out there would like to see Mark shift Dwayne in a state of undress.
I mean, look, I'm willing to try it once.
Yeah, if you wanted to send us in a little DM.
Yeah, we'll send you a video. Personalised video on me shifting Dwayne. No bother. Easy. For the purposes of this podcast.
We'll try it out and see it.
That is easy. Come here, Ray. You're actually, like we said last night, away on your holidays.
Oh, I am away on my holidays.
To enjoy the rest of your birthday week.
I am. Myself, off down to Kerry, to the ring.
Will you report back?
On the ring?
On the gram. Report back on the ring on the gram.
Oh, you mean like I did the last time?
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I think the old phone has been switched off. I think it's one of them type of holidays.
Oh, my God. This is what happens.
Why?
This is what happens when you lose a lad, lads.
And
for the first
don't
time.
say that now.
Unbelievable.
What?
Unbelievable. This is what happens. They end up pretending they're into stuff that they're not into. Yeah, we kind of said, the two of us said we'd turn off the phone. You know? You fucking didn't say that, like. Because you're fucking chasing arse. Doesn't bother you. Doesn't bother you at all.
Down to the ringing of Kerry.
You're going down to go ringing it out of it. And this is what happens. We both said there we kind of, we're going to turn the phone. Yeah. I fucking know this, right?
Do you think there's something behind it?
Don't talk to me. I'm going to have a chat with her, right?
Why?
Because
it's a perfectly good thing to do. I mean, if you want a bit of headspace and get a break from the world and the social media.
That's what she told you, was it?
No, that was my own. They're my own thoughts.
You said those thoughts.
Oh, they were my thoughts.
100%.
That's what I want to do now. So
that's so weird that every other holiday, even the ones that me and you go on and stuff, we always leave our phones on, like, and we might
yeah,
because the people like to see what we be up to. Like,
maybe I might switch it on once or twice.
You decided no, but don't tell her.
Why? Why wouldn't I tell her?
She'll kill you.
She won't kill me.
This is her idea.
No, I'm an independent man. I can do what I want. What?
Oh, listen, that sounds tremendous, Ray.
You're saying I'm under a thumb of some sort?
I'm just saying that I know this game.
Right.
I've seen this before.
Sensei.
I believe not one word of what you said to me there when you said, I think we're going to leave the phones off. Like, fuck off. Like,
Oh, I have some corrections to do.
Go on.
Before we sign off for the day. There's a girl out there. Her name is Emma.
Yeah.
Right, and she had a complaint.
Oh shit.
In one of the episodes, I talked about going on a stag to Glasgow.
Jesus Christ.
That's a long while back.
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah. Oh, she's working. A lot of people listen back through the episodes.
That's over a year ago.
I know. That's where she's at.
Oh, right.
But she said that I mentioned a place called Govan, which is a place in Glasgow.
Yeah.
It's Govan, apparently.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, we've little to be athletes.
Right?
Emma. Emma who?
Emma Chambers.
Emma Chambers has given out that you called something Govan. She said, excuse me now, I better get in touch with you, lads. That's Govan.
It's Govan.
How dare you?
Yeah, and she also had another gripe.
Right.
Because I did, in fairness, rob one of her quiz questions.
I can't wait to hear this one. Jesus Christ, if the last one was that bad.
I robbed a quiz question off her, never credited her.
What?
I robbed a quiz question.
What was the quiz question?
It was related to the Titanic. I basically, there's 2 restaurants in the Titanic, 2 fancy restaurants. And the question was something along the lines of, why did such and such a restaurant stop taking bookings after 1912?
Yeah.
It's because they were at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. So that was actually a question I had procured.
Do you know what? I remember fuck all about this podcast, but I remember that. So she also said...
But that was a different podcast.
So, yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, as in general. But, so, this woman, Emma, there now, fair play to her, she got in touch with you and said, lads, just to let you know...
Yeah.
Will you start pronouncing your fucking towns right and also stop stealing my content?
That basically was her gripe.
Emma, thanks a million for listening. Fair play to you. Big old time for Emma I have, man.
Oh, yeah.
Big time for it, yeah.
She's a good girl.
So just let us know, Emma, what we did wrong in next week's episode as well.
She's kind of following the same line as Derek.
I absolutely love complaints. Yeah. She is kind of following the same line as
Wouldn't you miss him?
No.
He is kind of a big hole there in the room where he used to be.
There is, yeah. We got too used to having him around again. He's gone back to his job, which we can't really talk too much about.
No, very little.
But he's back. He's back into his job. He went surfing with friends of ours, Cahill and Sean.
Do you think they're surfing?
No, we need to address something to Cahill and Sean. Cahill and Sean, if you're listening out there, if you're surfing every day of your life, don't put up the same video every day.
Please.
On Instagram.
We haven't addressed this with them now in person.
No.
It's lovely the way we use the podcast.
I go rip Sean out of it when I see him, man.
But you seen him the last night. You were over at my house on my birthday.
Listen, he puts up it's the same video every time across the same bay.
Yeah.
We've seen it. No bother, bye. Thanks for that.
It's funny though, you always know when they're surfing.
Yeah.
Because they tell you.
Yeah.
They're a bit like the vegans.
How do you know when someone's surfing?
Yeah,
they'll have it up on Instagram.
But it's funny, there isn't any other activities in the world like that. Like, I mean...
there's a few bits and pieces that people do putting up, you know.
Is there any other types of things that you can think of?
When people go for pints, they either do boomerangs or we'll have one.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's that. That's
That's
the only other one. Is surfing and pints.
Yeah, surfing and pints, yeah.
Or the airport. The picture of the passport.
Airports, man, the passport one, that's massive.
Yeah.
People love doing
and
that.
And the tickets.
And gyms, like women for gyms. A woman can't go to a gym without taking a photo of the gear, like.
Yeah. It's the mirrors and everything in the gym.
Yeah. They can't help but put like stuff up. Yeah. And I'm very bad for not putting stuff up on Instagram, like, but some people take the fucking piss too.
Like Cahill and Sean.
Surfing, yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, they're going out with a friend of ours called Jamie's Collies.
They are.
And Jamie, in fairness to him, you know, he has a GoPro where he takes some cool shots of him, like, you know, surfing around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, Sean's rally. I've seen them bays loads of times, bad. Because he put them up every day.
Yeah. So a big shout out to Sean and Cahill.
Big shout out to Sean and Cahill. Happy birthday to Cahill as well. He celebrates his birthday with Ray.
That's right.
That's very weird that you're both born the same day. But anyway, it is what it is. You've never had a birthday to celebrate in your own, really.
No, we've not. I've been sharing my birthdays with him solid for about 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a big happy birthday to Cahill as well. We love you very much.
Aye.
Fair play to him. Ray, enjoy your time while your little holidays.
Yeah, but sure, like I said, I probably won't be talking to you now.
Yeah, I know you made that. You were big into like that kind of making a weird decision of turning off your phone for the whole time.
Nothing
so that's
weird about it. It's perfectly fine. I'm an independent man. Take a break from social media.
Sweet as a nut.
Yeah. Episode 84, lads.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Good luck.
Good luck.